The African savanna glowed beneath the golden sunrise. Herds moved peacefully across the grasslands while birds circled high above the acacia trees. At the center of this vast kingdom stood King Kale, the mighty lion ruler. Unlike other kings, Kale ruled with calm wisdom instead of fear. Though powerful enough to defeat any enemy, he rarely acted in anger. He watched, listened, and waited before making decisions. The younger animals admired his strength but questioned his patience. "Why does the king wait so much?" the young lions whispered. Kale simply gazed across the horizon with silent confidence. Weeks passed into months, and the vast African skies stopped giving their life-saving rain. The mighty rivers slowly died, turning into nothing but cracked mud and gray dust. The ancient trees lost their leaves, standing like skeletons. Hot, relentless winds carried red dust across the parched land. Hunger spread quickly throughout the kingdom. Fear began growing in the hearts of every animal. The buffalo became restless and wary. The hyenas grew aggressive, fighting over the few remains. Wild dogs hunted endlessly in the oppressive heat. Every creature worried about their survival. But through all the chaos and the heat, King Kale remained perfectly calm. Each evening, as the sun began to set, he climbed the great stone hill overlooking his kingdom. There, he stood in silence, studying his changing land with patience and unwavering composure. As the drought worsened, chaos consumed the kingdom. The wild dogs chased every moving animal until they collapsed from exhaustion. The hyenas fought one another over tiny scraps of food. The buffalo herd stampeded toward distant lands without knowing where they were going. Even the young lions grew angry. "We must attack now," one shouted. "If we keep waiting, we will starve." Cried another, but Kale stayed silent. Finally, he spoke calmly, of fearful heart rushes. A wise heart observes, the young lions did not understand his words. That night, while the kingdom slept anxiously, Kale sat alone upon the rocky cliff beneath the stars. The cool wind brushed through his dark mane. Then suddenly, Kale noticed something unusual. A group of birds flew far across the dry plains, birds that only traveled near water. Kale quietly stood. Without waking the others, he began following them beneath the moonlit sky. Step by step, he crossed the silent savanna with patience and focus. After hours of walking through darkness and dust, Kale reached the edge of a hidden valley. Below him flowed a beautiful river untouched by the drought. Green trees swayed beside fresh water. Animals peacefully drank along the riverbanks. Life still existed there. Moonlight reflected across the water as Kale looked upon the valley with calm satisfaction. He had found hope. At sunrise, Kale returned to the struggling kingdom. The exhausted animals gathered around him. Without pride or boasting, Kale simply said, "Follow me." Weak but hopeful, the animals followed their king across the dry plains. Until they reached the hidden valley. The moment they saw flowing water, joy spread through the kingdom. The animals realized something important. While panic had blinded them, patience had guided Kale. That evening, rain clouds gathered above the valley for the first time in many months. Soft rain began falling onto the earth. The young lions sat beside Kale near the river. What finally asked, "Great king, were you never afraid?" Kale looked toward the sky before answering, "Fear is natural, but rushing because of fear creates greater danger. Patience allows wisdom to reveal the right path." The young lions lowered their heads in understanding. From that day onward, they no longer remembered Kale only as the strongest lion. They remembered him as the patient king.